Hello and welcome back here in the Brickwall studio, and in today's update we are going back to our cinema project. After working on the back side of the building last time, today we are going to work once again inside. We're going to add in the right side of the building. You can see it right now. There's going to be a kind of restaurant inside with a lot of minifigures, a little bit of storytelling, and of course we're going to add some light. So stay tuned for today's update because it's getting very, very full inside in our house. And as often and maybe always, we are going to start by looking inside of what we want to do today. That's just the start of today's update. Just want to show you how it looks right now before we are going to start working inside. And as always, you can see we have a lot of space here inside. And first of all, I have to check out how everything should look. I started working inside. As you might know from my previous updates, I often have brick walls with 2 studs white. That means I can have different colors, different structures, different whatever on both sides of a room. And here I added some white and some, I think it's medium nougat walls. And also you can see on the left side, I started working here with that kitchen stuff. And also you can see on the right side where there's a big hole. There's going to be the entrance of that little restaurant here inside our cinema. But that's something for a future update. From outside, I think we're going to see a lot of stuff inside because we have these very big windows from outside, and then later on when we're going to add some light inside, we will have the ability to see a lot of the stuff that's going to be inside. For today's update, also getting back to that box here, there's a lot of little stuff, little one by one tiles, one by one plates, one by one round plates, and I always use that as a kind of mixed for creating little bottles and stuff like that for bars or restaurants. And at the end, you can see it right now here. Our kitchen is here on the left side. I added one new minifigure here. So we have 1,367 inhabitants now in the city. Just added some little stuff here. A kind of place where you can make the cash stuff and a lot of vegetables. We have sausage here, and that's just a little kind of kitchen here on the left side. And it's not a very big restaurant, it's not a high cuisine restaurant, it's just a little restaurant here inside our cinema. And now you can see also added some of these red chairs because I just wanted to find out where I'm going to put the tables and how everything should look at the end. And I often use that by just placing only the chairs or the seats, so we can check out if everything looks quite nice, if everything can stay where it should, because of course I have a realistic scale for my city, a realistic other stuff, and I have just to check out if everything is possible, if there's a ways where people can go through. And after that, as you can see here, I added the floor, just used a lot of these longer light bluish gray tiles, and also added some stuff for our tables already. It's not done, of course. That's just the first step or the first 2 steps. And also can see I added here a light. Or it's not a light, it's just a connector, because as always I'm using the lighting system from Light My Bricks. I'm using almost everywhere in the city. It's a cool system, it's a very good system, and I just use it almost everywhere in the city where it's possible. And later on we're going to add the roof of that, not of the building, but of that restaurant, and then everything can lit up. But before we can add the roof, we just added all the minifigures, all the little parts left, all the little stuff here on the tables like food or drinks or stuff like that, some merchandise like that little duck here. Of course, also minifigures. Some are looking at magazines or stuff like that. We also have some more little details here on that little stuff on the left side. And I think it looks quite nice for a little restaurant here inside our cinema. And when we go down a little bit, you can see, we see a lot of stuff inside. That's going to be better when the light is in. But already you can see, especially here on the right side, where there are 5 of these big windows, you can see a lot of the stuff inside. That's something I really, really appreciate always in the builds, because I like to see all the little details I have built inside from the outside, because it makes it more realistic and you have to see something everywhere. As you can see here, I just work a little bit more here on that connector. And that's a connector so we can put on the other side, that's that side. It's just easy stuff here. That's a little connection point. And if it really connects, the electricity runs up to the ceiling of that room. We have 4 different kinds of strip lights here. By the way, that's still the version 1 system from Light My Bricks. The version 2, the newer system, the better system, I'm going to use very soon here, but I still have some stuff from the version 1 left. So putting on the roof, it looks like that. It fits in quite nice. Also added some parts on top of it. Now you can see we have a lot of light inside, and we can really see a lot of the stuff inside. We can see the kitchen with the woman working here. On the right side, we can also see all the people sitting here, eating, waiting for the movie, for example. I think it's a nice little addition. We have the people looking outside here, the policeman, for example. And I think it's very, very important to have all these little scenes inside of buildings. When you're going to add the light inside, have big windows, you can see a lot of the stuff inside. That makes everything much more realistic. We have lot of stuff to see, to watch, and it's just getting better and better with all that stuff. You also can see I have added some of these white parts here already. That's the upper part here. And as you might know from the last update, there's not going to be another at a level on top of it. There's going to be a rooftop bar on top of it. That's something we're going maybe adding at the next update, but I already started working here on the top, testing out some stuff, and also want to work here on the left side. So you can see I started working here with the facade of the building. Now you can really see where there's going to be the rooftop bar in one of the next updates. Just started working here, testing out some stuff. It's sometimes very important to find out if I have all the parts I need or if I need other parts. And as I found out, I need more of these red grill parts here. I just ordered some of them for the next updates. And I also want to have these columns here running over the imaginary top here and then on the next wall going up. So we have a very nice look from the outside. The rooftop bar will be the same size like the restaurant under it. And on the right side, there's going to be the entrance or the way out of the building. So I think that's going to be another nice addition for the all over scene here with that rooftop bar, because that's something we do not have in that kind on the city already. We have just this party on another building. This is not a public party. It's just a party from some people in their apartment. But I think the rooftop bar coming up very soon is going to be a nice addition, like the restaurant we did in today's update. So if you want to see more of my city coming up, feel free to subscribe, and also feel free to write whatever you have in your mind in the comment area. I'm really looking forward to all your comments. And that's it for today here on the English channel, coming from the Brick World studio. More updates coming soon, so stay tuned and bye.